In the 1950s, no one did auto shows like GM.
And they would have singers and dancers put on a show. And of course, General Motors was the largest corporation in the world at that time, had nothing but tons of money, so anything that they wanted to do or waste their money on, they could do without any problem.
In 1955, they put their money into a dream car called the Chevy Biscayne, a sports car utterly unlike anything on the market at the time.
It sat much lower, it was much smaller. It was a car that, even the color, green, was an unusual color to paint a concept car. Green is generally not considered a favorite color of the general public, but yet on that car it looks just right.
As a source for future design ideas, it was like one of those rare classic music albums that produces a half-dozen top 10 hits.
The wraparound windshield that goes into the roof was used in production in '59. The hubcaps were used on '57 Chevrolets. The front nose of the two front fenders was used on the '63, '64, '65 Rivieras. The whole back end, if you take a look at it, looks just like a '60 Corvair. The taillights are off future Corvettes. And the other styling cue on the Biscayne, of course, is the indented side, which went into the '56, '57 Corvette.
There are so many similarities. It's been called a four-door Corvette.
It's low like the Corvette. It's got a V8 engine like the Corvette. It's interesting that it has center door opening, and there is no post for the doors to catch on. They actually lock into the rocker panels.
As amazing as the car was then, and as beautiful as it is today, it's hard to believe what it's been through over the last 58 years. When the Chevrolet Biscayne hit the stage at the 1955 Motorama Dream Car Show, it was a dream come true for GM's marketing team.
Perhaps you dream about a low, sleek car like the Biscayne.
Some people sell the steak, and some people sell the sizzle. So I would say that the concept cars are directly equivalent to the sizzle. And when you get the consumer's attention, then you bait and switch, and you switch them over to your production car.
But its time under the lights was brief.
They found out that the public doesn't like radical change. They like gradual change. And if you take them up too many notches too quickly, they're not going to go for it.
So the Biscayne concept was retired.
Well, the name Biscayne was used on production Chevrolets, but they never made a copy of that car, no.
For a concept car, retirement is not a pretty thing. Most concept cars are left in dusty warehouses or sent to the crusher. The Biscayne? It ended up in a junkyard in Michigan. It sat in a pile of twisted metal for 30 years. And it might still be there, if not for the keen eye of Joe Bortz. Joe saw this photo in a magazine and knew instantly there was a treasure amid the trash. There wasn't much left of the car except the fiberglass body and some scattered pieces of chrome.
When it was brought to the junkyard, the body was removed from the chassis, and the chassis was donated to a high school for its shop. So it was, when we got the car, the chassis was completely gone. We never had any hopes of getting the car in a running condition because it had a special chassis. We had no idea what it looked like.
Joe reassembled the body and left it resting on a pair of sawhorses. That's where it sat for another 10 years.
And then one day, a decade later, I got some pictures from General Motors that showed the Biscayne chassis before the body was mounted.
He took those photos to a custom car shop and had them build a brand new chassis to fit the restored body. Today, it's a fully functional car, and it's back to doing what it was built to do half a century ago. Amaze and excite thousands of car lovers.
If you look at a Van Gogh, you look at a Rembrandt, you can say, well, I mean, it's a canvas, it's got some paint on it, why do you go for it? You go for it because of the design, and it talks to you. And I think the design of these cars, we're talking to the people back then, they talk to the people now, and I think that that is the real intrinsic value of these cars.